love you, my girl. I want to treat you so well. I want to be your man. Yeah. And your lover, 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 the end of time. Alright, I want love you, my girl. I want treat you so well. I want be your man. Yeah. And your lover, 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 the end of time. Be your man, your lover. Be your man, your lover. Yeah, you don't know. Big up the boss next so I hear me, you know. Kind of for the mix. Sean.
Stop the bag of chat and this bag of loud talking round here, man. You think that can save you? You come for dead and my sound I go kill you. A job boy, as a god. Sound clash them want, we give them where them want. Sound clash them want, we give them where them want. Now them sound not the not the lawn. Now them sound not the not the lawn. Sound clash them want, we give them where them want. Sound clash them want, we give them where them want. Now them sound not the not the lawn. Now them sound not the not the lawn. Them sound bad up. I never want them not turn up. Them friends them a ball, them burn up. I never want them not turn up. Them family members a ball. Kill out them sound now from all angle. Make them family member light up some tall candle. Have them gyal a ride off the tall bamboo. Tall bamboo we kill them and did want them to. Sound clash them want, we give them when them want. Sound clash them want, we give them when them want. Now them sound not the not the long. Now them sound not the not the long. Sound clash them want, we give them when them want. Sound clash them want, we give them when them want. Now them sound not the not the long. Now them sound not the not the long. Bust them made like a Guinness and a bonus spliff. Them dopey don't make so that's done a gift. Left them pan them face, them have the ground a kiss. Them dead, them done a this, them did done a this. So when time you hear about the tall room, them dog don't mother feel say your ground them sweet. And in time you hear about the long rifle, them dog people drop out all lip. Sound clash them want, we give them when them want. Sound clash them want, we give them when them want. Now them sound not the not the long. Now them sound not the not the long. Sound clash them want, we give them when them want. Sound clash them want, we give them when them want. Now them sound not the not the long. Now them sound not the not the long. Step on them so easy, easy. Kill them sound so easy, easy. Crush them out so easy, easy. And me kill them sound. Step on them so easy, easy. Crush them out so easy, easy. Kill them sound so easy, easy. Kill them out so easy. Sound clash them want, we give them when them want. Sound clash them want, we give them when them want. Now them sound not the not the lawn. Now them sound not the not the lawn. Sound clash them want, we give them when them want. Sound clash them want, we give them when them want. Now them sound not the not the lawn. Now them sound not the not the lawn. Sound clash them want, we give them when them want. Sound clash them want, we give them when them want. Now them sound not the not the lawn. Now them sound not the not the lawn. This a sound clash them want.
A liberation time, elevation time. Oh, children, mix up and join. Yeah. Yes, this is the time for liberation. Mama Africa awaits a revolution. This is the time for meditation. Free up your mind from the lies and illusions. This is the time for liberation. Come make we stand up and start a revolution. In these times of elevation, have you keep your head above all pollution. Revolution in the air, my people prepare. No more African children, not to shed no tear. Full time be aware, Babylon no sincere after all. Who was send the guns them out here? Spiritual warfare, they may rage on the people like they don't care. The world we live in is unfair, yet a victim mentality won't take us nowhere. A time for us to rise and realize we must unite and come together as one. We tired of the lies, the alibis. Come make we stand up and go chant them down. This is the time for liberation. Mama Africa awaits a revolution. This is the time for meditation. Free up your mind from the lies and illusions. This is the time for liberation. Come make we stand up and start a revolution. In these times of elevation, have you keep your head above all pollution. I'm calling on the soldiers of Mozambique, Kenya and Zimbabwe. Calling on the soldiers of Nigeria, Ghana and Mali. Soldiers of Uganda, Bakongo, tell me, are you ready to uphold the legacies of Kwame Nkrumah, Marcus Garvey and Selassie? Got to liberate, got to elevate. Don't you hesitate, it's never too late. Got to liberate, got to elevate. Don't you hesitate, it's never too late. Yeah. To the African political actors, professors and teachers and doctors, leading to the imams and pastors, please tell me somebody cultures. Cause unity is what we need in Africa. Peace and powers in Africa. In the United States of Africa, free from Asia, Europe and America. Tell me something about Shanghai and Nubia, something about Kemet and Ethiopia. All of the ancient African empires, plus the emperors, real born conquerors. This is the time for liberation. Mama Africa awaits a revolution. This is the time for meditation. Free up your mind from the lies and illusions. This is the time for liberation. Come make we stand up and start a revolution. In these times of elevation, have you keep your head above all pollution. Yeah, yeah. Go rebel youth, bang.
Pleasant good evening to you.
Yeah, yeah. Go jajaring, go gango chanting down. This is the time for liberation.
Good evening, Radio Land. How you doing?
This is the time for
Welcome to another Wednesday. It's another Rum Corner. Thank you so much.
And no time for hesitation. This is the time for liberation.
Exactly 7 o'clock. We're getting ready to run to Jamaica.
This is the time for me.
As soon as we go boom Insta, then you know everything kick live, and we're going to Jamaica twice today, and then we're going to a place called Sweden.
Laugh off your face.
Watch out now. Jabby, one more time.
People face. As a God. Flat on your back and look up in the sun. Casket. Them start with them every time. From bossy run the food, people they just we are blind. Gunshot I give them every time. Gunshot we give. Informer call one. If he circle them ends with a chopstick there. Some are taller than a map stink there. No police boy can't make me dash this way. Rise it up and the dust we are blind. Gunshot a green and gold here came people. I run up and down and them a pray. J-Bats and no stop shoot same way. Cause the whole of them are dead on the same day. She can squeeze and the can them a boil up. Bust out them medal me white shirt style up. Bumbo wolf in one me not textile up. When Russians says he kill them. Gunshot we give them every time. Gunshot we give them every time. From bossy run the food people they just we a be a bumbo hole of you pay me for mine. Gunshot we give them every time. Farmer call 119. Dozen of them dead and no 1-1 crime. One cooler than freezer hot so what than lime.
What go on there, man?
Time Devlon.
What go on there, man?
With a chopstick there.
Bud like out.
No map stink there. No police boy can't make me dash this way. Good people they just we are blind. Gunshot I give them every time. Gunshot we give them every time. Gunshot we give them every time. Say crime no pay bumbo all of you pay me for mine. Gunshot we give them every up shoot same way. Cause the whole of them are dead on the same day. She got squeeze and the can them a boil up. Bust out them medal me white shirt style up. Bumbo wolf in one me not textile up. When Rochelle say fi kill them, gunshot we give them every time. Gunshot we give them every time. From Bossy run the food people that that's we are blind. Gunshot I give them every time. Gunshot we give them every time. Gunshot we give them every time. Say crime no pay bumbo all of you pay me fi mine. Gunshot we give them every time.
You know the branching come down already. Girl I say she want fun. She bring it come a Devi. Girl I say me awesome. How watch me a run like a
Good evening, my. How you doing?
me handsome, but when brand come down. When girl want fuck, don't ease up all. When you want come, push it in till it bug. Girl forget bit rough. She want feel the heat just like Inferno. Slight music, decibels fuck fi turn on. From me see you
Good evening, DJ. We'll go and sit till how you doing?
down like a war down for the
Oh, watch on the try with singer
like cool gate.
inside of Jamaica, right?
The foot on me on the pole, yeah. When girl want fuck, don't ease up all. When you want come, push it in till it bug. Girl forget preach, you love the tree stump. Girl don't want nothing little like a peanut. Cause girl want fuck, no sweet up right now. She no mind it a little bit rough. She want feel the heat just like Inferno. Slight music, decibels fuck fi turn on. Babe, step inna the man a gear one quickie now take you 1 hour get you wet like shower make you feel man power like the Eiffel me stand and drop like king to a man a make you feel pleasure from the start to the top man a dig for the treasure till you get a climax when time man charge just like a wild axe you can't forget strap cock up fi take cock when girl want fuck don't ease up all when you want come push it in till it bug girl forget preach you love the tree stump girl don't want nothing little like a peanut cause girl want fuck no sweet up right now, she no mind it a little bit rough. She want feel the heat just like Inferno. Slight music, decibels fuck fi turn on. From me see your fat pussy baby, me can't calm is a hard on. Lock it down like a warden for the whole day. Foreplay give you bright smile like Colgate. Long cocky make you stop ball. Put your foot on my shoulder, me push like a shoulder. Pum pum so tight like a vice grip holder. Girl I say the thing tough like it's a boulder. Bend back like a folder, sit down on the pole. When girl want fuck, don't ease up all. When you want come, push it in till it bug. Girl forget preach, you love the tree stump. Girl don't want nothing little like a peanut. Cause girl want fuck, no sweet up right now. She no mind it a little bit rough. She want feel the heat just like Inferno. Slight music, decibels fuck it turn on.
Grand show.
You know
I am Philosophia Fearlessly and representing for PCP Radio.
When girl want fuck
Burning fire, burning, 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 burning. I am Philosophia Fearlessly and representing for PCP Radio. Make fire blaze, burn Babylon and them dirty nasty ways. Make fire blaze. Right now I see say Babylon them a gaze. Make fire blaze, burn Babylon and them dirty stupid ways. Make fire blaze. Right now I see Babylon them a gaze. Ease up the pressure from Babylon, cause Babylon we see say them a criminal. Right now we are gonna give them it lyrical. This a fire so hot, so spiritual. Babylon no bother get too physical. Right now we getting tough and low. Make fire blaze, burn Babylon and them dirty nasty ways. Make fire blaze. Right now I see Babylon them a gaze. Make fire blaze, burn Babylon and them dirty nasty ways. Make fire blaze, dirty Babylon them fi change them ways. We burn them in a high and low places. Dirty Babylon we see say them a oasis. We a tell them in front of them faces. In a judgment them a go lose them cases.
Spring yellow so we smell fresh and cool like the wind. Beard like Irish. Spring yellow so we smell fresh and cool like the wind. Yo, Diddy. Money talk, cash talk when they see me.
Oh.
Me ever busy like bees, man gone.
Oh.
Mickey, I forget the pounds, euros, US and Swiss. It should bought the drop top, that pack, got a million at the back. Girl, I say we at Louis V, them a shot. Money man a stack to the every hour at the clock, chop chop. Money man a something want more, pa more. Russell and we go for that, so from we know the thing sure. Never switch, nah change to the paper. Free with life greater, a regular we gone pan tour. Money man a something want more, pa more. Russell and we go for that, so from we know the
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, with no further delay, you know we're going to go for Jamaica. You there, my G? Farmboy, you there?
And sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
The island scene.
Yeah, man.
All right, bless up the people.
Full
Them and
branch,
them go
couple.
one time, you know.
Yeah, you know, sir, Devlon strap straight out of Portmore.
See it there, see it there.
How you say, oh, branch out. That the topic is in. Do the right thing.
See it there, see
So
it there.
there, couple one.
Yes, we know what we mean. Okay. Well, Portmore coming like a factory right now. The amount of artists are sending thing from Jamaica, but Portmore naturally, you know, Portmore a savior of a tough competition that go on, and upon them early all over and about to the inter. Border eye, yeah, look a bit border eye, you know. Tell me a little bit about you.
Yeah, man. So you don't know Devlon. Yeah, man, for real. Devlon still is a humble youth. I don't know. I love music from me. I was at a tender age from primary school. Me used to buy songbook, you know, like some dancehall. Me used to like Sizzler, Vibes Cartel. Me used to like them two artists there, and them really me listen to and actually branch out in the music. You see, from there, so you see, we go high school, R&B, I go through university. Throughout that time, I wasn't, you know, as much involved in the artist part. I was like an engineer and I learned how to make beats and stuff like that. But I think like about 2 years ago, me really say, yo, me decide, say, yo, it's an artist I want because this me love do, and you know, everybody always I say, yo, artist. From day one, them just I say, yo, artist. You see me? So, me decide, say, yo, at this me I go focus on, and for the last 2 years, I've been make a lot of impact, you know, a lot of great moves, and I give thanks to the support to me being a get, you see me? Like, I work with Highway, and he is one of my big motivators as well. Bring me on stage shows, Egyptian, you know, him allow me. Well, him actually show me, say, yo, you know, music is not just about DJ, you have to learn about melody, you have to use melody, and really, you know, carry across a message same way.
Sing. So yeah, sing along to the melody.
Yeah, after me done. Yeah, so I start incorporate my style, because I have a bright youth, you know. You see, I have a distinction,
Yeah,
and I
so
fuse it to the music, you know.
Sing.
Yeah, so I just fuse it to the music and I work with the melody, and I just find a style what I call the branch out style. You see it? And branch out, everybody will probably wonder what that means. Branch out, one term it actually come from a song where me are building multiple account, and you know, from a find that
what would I
that,
say
that
when you have
slang
a
there.
branch, you know, for yourself branch out, me I look on it as a launch, you know. I know you have bank of branches, and you know,
Yeah,
building society of branches, obviously.
yes, CMX. see where circle at the bank branches with that about the first two line of the song say multiple account the money can't count if you full up a bank note and we a branch out. You see me? So from right there, so you can see say it's a money it's a money talk. You see me? A go get a talk, a hustler talk. You see me? Say I feel no, say yo, I don't sit down and lay and look the hand out, you see me? A branch out.
Which is right. You know,
Yeah, man.
we like
So
how most of
Devlon strap that, you know.
yeah, we like how most of the artists them are come with them own thing. But before we go no further upon it, one other thing we want to ask you, um, I want you to run a social media sites. I mean, so the people them can check it out. Meanwhile, they're here and that a part of the strength. We have to make sure people are getting them thing there, and so your YouTube, your Viva
Yeah,
channel, your
man.
Instagram, your Facebook. Right now artists have so much social media sites. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, man, for real. So right away, I want to know want the people that know say yo, you can find me on all of the social media platform them. On Instagram, it's at real Devlon strap. So that's real DEVLONSTRAP. On YouTube, I have my Vivo page, Devlon Strap Vivo. On Facebook, it's Devlon Strap. And Twitter, it's Devlon Strap as well. So, it's easy to find me. As you put it in, for all of the listeners, them would I love phone, a branch out, check out the thing, them and follow and subscribe so you can keep in touch, and in tune with what I go on, how I'm progressing and my new works and, big up, shout out to PCP Radio as well. Make sure so follow the radio station and keep in
This
tune
is
every
PCP
day, every
Radio.
week. You know, yeah, man, fully branch, man. Branch
Branch
out.
out. Yeah, so we have a few other tracks and we know, and like you say, Egyptian, Highway, and so which is a good platform that I build upon. Cause
Mhm.
watch it now, them we know them are legends of the music, and the melody great. So
Definitely.
any collab with them?
No, I haven't gotten any collaborations as yet.
As yet.
I'm currently working on an album that,
Beautiful.
I invited Iwin to be a part of it. But, everything take time and, it's just a procedure we have to work with and that
True,
will
true.
be coming out soon,
Yeah,
It's gonna be my EP,
yeah.
the branch out EP.
Okay.
So he's gonna be on that and I haven't confirmed other collaborations as yet, but I'm working towards it to hopefully to have it finished as soon as next year.
Which is right. It's a time now to do the work, cause
Mm.
like there's no stage show. Everything is just virtual, so it's a good time to put in the work. So next year when the world start keep again, we can apply ourselves the way we
Yeah,
need to. You know what I mean? I see you done
yeah,
a
man, for real.
few of the song them of that little style, but you give a little bit about it. So what really make you make
Yeah,
the trade the cross from engineer to artist, even though you say you was doing that from school? I'm just curious because most time, and I find the engineer that
yes,
become artists is very more articulated with their songs and they're good at them because they know the beats, they know the instrument. You know what I mean? Like it's a total
exactly.
different thing. But why make you make the trade, the crossover?
Yeah, man. Well, the real reason is because of financial support
Yeah.
and also the drive, the drive that I get from it. It's not as exhilarating as when I'm writing music, when I'm uh you know creating, when I hear the sound I come together. It's just a different experience and me love to perform on stage. So I'm not a shy person when it come on to stage.
All right.
So me feel say then at the studio it just kind of get boring sometimes. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, when me like the out in on the street and
See.
I promote myself. I talk to people and engage with them to try and make a difference in this thing. Yeah.
Which is right. Which is right. We need that. We need the intellect side of the music.
That adds another versatility to me because if I come up with an idea for a song, I can
Build the instrumental
basically
yourself.
start the idea and yeah, and then I get professional help because as young artists I acknowledge the elders, them I acknowledge all professionals. Everybody have a part to play. And so me knows if me decide say me I gonna do this artist thing, me I gonna need to work with professionals can get the song mix, master, and we can have a nice marketing team to actually, get the product out there.
Since. So at the moment you're a solo artist and
hmm
independent artist.
I'm an independent artist.
Oh, that's good. That is it. Producers and promoters them
Right.
where I listen and Ray and Big and Fat Label don't know what I go on. Damon, you don't know, I know you're the fun of kids like
Yeah
blood
man.
clap. Big up Damon. You know Rum Corner you're the fun, say,
Yeah
this is
man,
one
big up.
this is gonna be one of the big stage show we are gonna do for the 2020. Because you don't know as people lucky and
Fully
people are enjoying and have them alcohol and go and sip big engineer in our studio as well,
yeah,
go on can work where work same way. So you have to go clap on one thing for make them here. But you can either give them the 8 bar or
how
16
you
of
mean?
a branch out or you can do whatever you want. But a Rum Corner, we have to perform when we come here.
How you mean?
Salute.
Yeah, definitely. So say that one that me have something fresh. I'ma call it the branch out anthem. You see me?
See that?
We say bricks man a stack to the top, y'all say we hot like pepper pot, still a chop to find the X with the treasure lock. More palm, more is a pleasure. That if a shop never stop, heat them like a leather strap. My money enough in account, millions me about multiple account. Straight jeans and clocks, but my foot at the pot, at the be my way a sport. My money long like a rope and a joke. When the branch out, money enough in all, look no hand out. Tell the hustler them all about. Money enough like the least, when the branch can't count. East, west, north, south, everyone a branch out. You get it? Branch out. Yeah. You see, that
This
just
is
a piece side
PCP
still.
Radio.
Yes, a branch out. Fire them stuff
Fully
even.
branch. Branch out.
Yes, nice. Boy, so I stack up a
Yeah,
money,
man.
26 million a house, and I know what time it is. Yes, I am. Ladies and the devil
Fully
and
branched.
strong, yeah? So brother,
Yeah,
so
man.
what go
Devlon
on and
strap.
thing and so I do know like live Instagram thing and them thing like some of the other arts, the promotion thing like now as we're under this lockdown and the
Yeah.
isolation thing and races,
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I get invited to a few lives, like some of my producer bridging them with a interact and have some engagement and them invite me and like
naturally.
can't really say out because it's so much people. I mean, I don't want to left out nobody, but I want to big up all of them same way, being a give me the strength. But yeah, that apartheid, them time when we now have, the open platform, we have to do everything virtual and, try to reach as much people too. You see me? Yeah, as a marketer, it take a marketing mix to actually get your product out there. So I know just digital, you have to actually, get some PR work done to some interviews, some, print ads and them things. So we try to have a balance of everything. So I know just one thing. We are try, keep as consistent as possible when it come on to.
We can see that you're rounded, car. Just know the engineer part, the artist part, and now you talk the business part as well, which is, when normally that is the part
Definitely. A lot of people don't know that like I actually have a degree in marketing and that I may actually do that degree that actually help me out more in the music. So over the time since I start be an artist, like over the last 2 years, I've been like organizing people, try to get more work done because that's the person I am and I like teamwork, right? So if you work as a team, we can get a project done and execute it as best as possible. Move on to the next one.
Which is right.
So that's me.
Teamwork make the dream.
Teamwork, yeah, for real. So with all of this knowledge now, we just need, effective people where we can play a vital role and to make the thing branch out some more.
So we know you're working on the album. So on your platforms, do you have how many singles you have out at the moment?
Currently, I don't have a single out for the album, but I have singles out like You Me Say for the ladies. I think that is one of my hottest tracks right now.
Oh.
And we have More Pa More. You see, that for the hustler them.
So,
right.
you are going to know.
A few others, those can.
Big up style, so I go on, go on. See, then big up all who like keep on Insta, big up on yourself, Miss Barkley, go on. But boss, big up yourself. Big up the AJ from Switzerland, locking. Evelina, you know what I think. So here we are going to know. We are going to. It's like girl too, we are talking about. We are going to give them a little piece side, nigga. Like we say up on Rum Corner. You know it go. Big stage, a stage show. So keep the thing bouncing, yeah.
Yeah, man, fully branched one. So that tune are gonna off with the ladies, and I say, a bag of gal run me down, but are you me say? Are you me rate? You are first place. Them are sometime babes, you are every day. You are first choice, babes, them are anywhere. If you ever hear say me on another day, you know fi believe that I hear say. You know me woulda never diss you them way there. Hypocrite attack, listen. Hey, tears them a talk, them a try make a shame. Them a say me have gal every street, every lane. Them know me as a gal is from a while back, so every chance them get a try tarnish me name. Babes a true, them know say you are my preps, and them want say we mash up like Kendall train. But no fret, them no know where we got me and you. Branch out. Yes, them I say. So basically, you may say to the ladies them. Hello? Baby, where you say? What you mean by? Me not done tell you say you're the one. We are worried about that for. Say I listen them over me. Listen now. A bag of girl run me down, but you me say, you me real. You are first place. Them are sometime babes, you are every day. You are first choice, babes, them are anywhere. And if ever hear say me on another day, you know fi believe that I hear say. You know me woulda never diss you them way there. Hypocrite a talk, listen make them stay there. Yes, them a talk, them a try make a shame. Them a say me have gal every street, every lane. Them know me as a gal is from a wild box, so every chance them get a try tarnish me name. Babes a true, them know say you are me preps, and them want see we mash up like Kendall train. But no fret, them no know what we got, babes. More than ever left you for your old rat now. A bag of girl run me down, but you me say, you me real. You are first place. Them are sometime babes, you are every day. You are first choice, babes, them are anyway. Yeah. Say me on another day, you know fi believe that I hear say. You know me woulda never diss you them way there. Hypocrite a talk, listen make them stay there. Listen, them no want fi see you around. Man say me is a dog shit with a trophy. You a give the glory. Them want see we crash like macaroni, but we not in a slowing down, we going non-stop. Yeah, we reach another level, now we could turn back. Not the time, not the wine, not the kids, not the cock. From the ring to the house to the clothes pan the rocks. A bag of girl run me down, but you me say, you me real. You are first place.
They got Mr. D.
You are every day. You are first choice, babes, the mining.
Star, anyway, we pour there with you, go on.
You know fi believe.
There with you, go on.
You know me woulda never diss you.
Big up and over, big star.
Listen me, me love you yesterday, and today are the same, and tomorrow again. Them want see we seize, but we not see no end. Them a go drop down when them see the children. Baby, me love you, believe me. Don't listen bad mind, them too deceiving. Them want see you leave, you see me grieving. Cause without you in my life, now no meaning.
Girls when you're good, not good, yeah.
Are you me real?
When you're great, you're great.
Them are sometime babes, you are every day.
No matter what them tell you, say you think, you say you are you.
Yes, say me on another day. You know fi believe that I hear say. You know me woulda never diss you them way there. Hypocrite a talk, listen make them stay there. Let them stay there. Oh yeah. Me love.
Yes, my G. We had to bring it. We make a talk, boy, but we have we had it on the deck, so we just roll it on, and we have more, more upon more. We have them on the deck, see.
Yeah,
I
man.
think, but we like when artists acapella, because you like us saying a rum corner, have to make it totally different for everybody when people on the rum them talk their mind.
Yeah, man, they have to
Bless it,
branch
bless
out
it,
and
bless
make
it,
it
branch
different,
out.
though.
True,
So,
which is
more
right.
upon more for the hustler, them, I would say,
We're trying.
a long man a grind, this a try rich skim. In the money, man a beard like Irish Spring.
Salute.
Branch out.
Cha, 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 cha.
This is PCP Radio.
Go back below is a signal a while
Yeah, man,
ago.
we're here, but we just catch it, I think.
Hey, PCP Radio. Fire, fire. Last step. I'm telling you.
Just give them it a cappella same time,
Alright. See first, sir. Money talk, cash talk when you see me. Up inna the be me, you no see me ever busy like this. Man gone for the cheese like Mickey. I forget the pounds, euros, US and Swiss. You should bought the drop top, that pack got a million at the back. Girl, I say we at Louis V, them a shot. Money man a stack to the brim, to the top. Every hour at the clock, chop chop. Money man a stop me one more, pan more. Russell we go for that, so from we know the thing sure never switch. Nah change to the paper. Feel we life greater, a regular we gone pan tour. Money man a stop me one more, pan more. Russell we go for that, so from we know the thing sure. PCP radio, hold up, bench out.
Beard like Irish Spring, yellow so we smell fresh and cool like the wind. Yo, did it? Money talk, cash talk when you see me. Up inna the be me, you no see me ever busy like bees. Man gone for the cheese like Mickey. I forget the pounds, euros, US and Swiss. She bought the drop top, that pack got a million at the back. Girl, so we at Louis V, them a shot. Money man a stack to the brim, to the top. Every hour at the clock, chop chop. Money man a something one more, pan more. Russell and we go for that, so from we know the thing sure. Never switch, nah change to the paper. We life greater, a regular we gone pan tour. Money man a something one more, pan more. Russell and we go for that, so from we know the thing sure. Never.
Good evening, Zine. How you doing?
Paper, we like
Good evening, Tunbridge. How you doing?
pan tour. Money me a par with enough of that full of cash still a
South London, what go on?
be my back load like
Nick, Dan, what go on? Big up on the football and all of the football and them are lucky, you know what I say?
it up and make it tougher.
Know the league start and things busy.
It goes so from Mexico we get it peso. Nina chupa me po ya she a tell me say delicioso. Money man a something one more, pan more. Russell and we go for that, so from we know the thing sure. Never switch, nah change to the paper. We life greater, a regular we gone pan tour. Money man a something one more, pan more. Russell and we go for that, so from we know the thing sure. Never switch, nah change to the paper. We life greater, a regular we fly pan tour. Money talk, cash talk when they see me. Up inna the be me, you no see me ever busy like bees. Man gone for the cheese like Mickey. I forget the pounds, euros, US and Swiss. She bought the drop top, that pack got a million at the back. Girl,
Watch out now, ladies and gentlemen. Push up. A fat jeep, the dog, them a beat on here.
chop chop.
A cop alone have no big ride, I don't know what I think, though.
We go for that, so from we know the thing sure. Never switch, nah change to the paper. We life greater, a regular we gone pan tour. Money man a something one more, pan more. Russell and we go for that, so from we know the thing sure. Never switch, nah change to the paper. We life greater, a regular we fly pan tour. Branch out.
Sure,
Where them a look and down.
sure.
Summatism music.
SDM pass, Kim Pepper. Money we a make, we a bill a double decker.
What go on, what go on?
Money a fi win it. Money man a something one more, pan more. Russell and we go for that, so from we know the thing sure. Never switch, nah change to the paper. We life greater, a regular we gone pan.
Yes. Devlon strong. Well, boy got tune and go on. So, brother, we know so the album will come next year.
Yeah.
And thing there, we are look for great things. So, what the people that Jamaica can expect from the eye and the rest of the world. Cause, right now we are fight a great thing for Europe and thing, You see me, alright, the soon dropped again, I say, alright, see? We are fight, you know what I mean? Cause like, one of the disc jockey said to me today, and she said, but most of the people them in Europe just play the same thing all the time. So the new dancehall music them not really play, them mostly play Afrobeat, which I agree with, and so like what we are expecting different from the eye for make the breakthrough there. in Europe, cause you know Europe over there most of
Alright,
the big show them there. Yeah.
I'm glad you asked that question there. And big up to the selector who asked that too. You see me? Alright, so with the album I pre now, it now got it's like them dancer song the way you just play.
Yeah.
It are well different because this album is gonna be like an acoustic type. It's like a cross between reggae and you have where England
So it'd be like a
them love
crossover album.
classical music.
Yeah, so it'd be like a crossover.
Yeah, so it's a crossover between classical and
Okay, dance out.
acoustic.
See.
And it have a little bit of trap sound in it, but it mostly sound acoustic. And
Yes,
in
Evelina.
this one, at the branch out EP, so yeah, the branch out EP, it gonna be about uplifting people because been through during the time of the coronavirus, it actually come to me and I link up one of my beat makers, a producer named Scientist.
Yeah.
You see it? So him draft up all of the beats them like within 2 months. And during that 2 months them write about half of the album. I'm say alright, when I got drop it as a big project, we just do it as an EP first and then based on the performance of that we're going to do like a major release, So this it not going to be like the trap dancer like where you're here. It's gonna be like acoustical and more aligned to the reggae side of music, cause that's our origin.
Yes.
It's gonna be. I have one song name. Right. I have a song named Still Try. Enough time and feel, but we still a try. Like Jesus Christ make the sacrifice. Branch out, stand firm on the journey. Still a holy pressure, man, nah give up in a life. Enough time and feel, but me still a try. But success never happen overnight. Branch out, stand firm on the journey. Still a holy pressure, man, never give up in a life. So that basically the first single I got drop off it. It's a name Still Try. Cause even though things tough right now.
Yeah.
You see me?
Still have to try.
Yeah. Still have to try. And me show my versatility because me know everybody more people you see when I do songs like these, me know more people are going we more relate to it rather than, regular dancehall, it's just a hype. Yeah, it's just a hype for now. But
for the moment.
The album wanted something where people can look on for generations and generations to come and use it as a motivation. You see?
Same, which is right, which is good. You see, the question we ask is, because right now when music, it a go on good, but it a fight certain market it not reaching. For quality, not there.
Definitely.
I mean, I can go on and on. I don't want to go too much into that case, but I'm saying, and this is why I ask that as a young artist coming up, sound like you have your head on your body. We need that breakthrough music, that breakthrough album, that breakthrough artist that is gonna stand out, not just a 6 month, 18 months, but for the next 10, 12 years. Cause
man, a millennium.
There you go, cause remember, you have the same set of track them I play all the time.
Man.
At a time when you go out and
monotonous.
People say them have dance all rave and we turn up and happy some man come here man ready man cause them know what them do. Which them on the play one said them Sean Paul. We know exactly what song them are gonna play. That Shaka Demos and the play and then them go some boop and them jumping on some Afrobeat and then them start play one bag or something again. But them say them have a dance all rave and people actually pay go for dance all rave. So it's only the small circle like when you go to London and that straight Jamaican vibes there and all the music up to date and which is a different vibes, but the wider part of Europe
audience
don't have it. They don't have it.
The wider audience one
yeah, so you know what I mean, and That's where it's at.
Yeah, man, them people want to hear positivity, man. Upliftment and, something for them can hold on upon and say, yo,
That's why Chronic steps so
even
big
though
on,
things,
and them they make a difference. So if we have a few dancehall artists who
yeah,
start making a difference, then obviously the culture also will change because other people will gravitate to it. But
definitely.
it's such a pleasure having you on the show, Margie. I'm going to let you big up all who you big up now, big up your team, big up whosoever you want, big up on thing we're there, and then before we close the show, make sure you big up who you big up and then run the social media site them one more time, which that's part of the whole thing. Of promotion is about promoting the artist and his talent, and
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I want to say, yo, big up to Somatism Music, because artists song them out right now and produce them, you see me? Somatism Music wants to Charlie Poor Records, enough of that records. Dapper Dan and Lex them production, a great work. Nah, do you see me? I want to say, yo, just big up my team, STM team, man. Everyone in support of Devlon Strap, you see me? Just I go tell you now again, say, yo, if you can reach out to me, because I'm not hard to find. It's Devlon Strap, Vivo, for my YouTube, they can subscribe. At Real Devlon Strap for my Instagram. At Real Devlon Strap for my Twitter, you see me, and Facebook. So I just want link, man, and you can find me. Don't afraid to message me if you have no business inquiry. You see me, I just want to say big up PCP radio again. And DJ Capone, you see me, great work on that do. You see me, and I uplift the nation same way. We over Europe there. Yeah, man, big up the whole of UK too. All who are listen.
Wanna move. You know what thing go?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man, DJ up in that boy. Hard work we are putting in. I'm a little late to the girls and but yeah, we have to drop this one more time before I'm going away.
Beard like Irish Spring, yellow so we smell fresh and cool like the wind. Yo, did it?
Hey, man.
Money talk, cash talk when you see me. Up in the bay, me and you see me ever busy like bees. Man gone for the cheese like Mickey. I forget the pounds, euros, US and Swissy. Should bought the drop top, that pack got a million at the back. Girl, so we at Louis V, them a shot. Money man a stack to the brim, to the top. Every hour at the clock, chop chop. Beard like Irish Spring, yellow so we smell fresh and cool like the wind. Yo, did it? Money talk, cash talk when you see me. Up in the bay, me and you see me ever busy like bees. Man gone for the cheese.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 more to come.
Euros, US and Swissy, should bought the
We have Singer Jack to come.
in the back. Girl, so we at
We have the big art selector from Sweden.
brim to the top. Every hour at the clock.
Evelina shut down the whole of Europe.
So from we know the thing, sure, never switch, not change to the paper. We life greater, a regular, we gone pan tour. Money man, a stop me want more, pan more. Russell and we go for that, so from we know the thing, sure, never switch, not change to the paper. We life greater, a regular, we fly pan tour. Money me a par with enough of that, full of cash, still a chop. Philly got a million at the beam, my back load like coach it to the brim. Similar to every clip in the shop, them when me bring this a chopper thing. Stack it up and make it tougher. Go for the butter bread, winner that a feel we motor. So from Mexico we get the peso. Nina super me po, yeah she a tell me say delicioso. Money man a stop me want more, pan more. Russell and we go for that, so from we know the thing, sure. Never switch, not change to the paper. We life greater, a regular, we gone pan tour. Money man a stop me want more, pan more. Russell and we go for that, so from we know the thing, sure. Never switch, not change to the paper. We life greater, a regular, we fly pan tour. Money talk, cash talk when you see me. Up in the bay, me and you see me ever busy like bees. Man gone for the cheese like Mickey. I forget the pounds, euros, US and Swissy. Should bought the drop top, that pack got a million at the back. Girl, so we at Louis V, them a shot. Money man a stack to the brim, to the top. Every hour at the clock, chop chop. Money man a stop me want more, pan more. Russell and we go for that, so from we know the thing, sure. Never switch, not change to the paper. We life greater, a regular, we gone pan tour. Money man a stop me want more, pan more. Russell and we go for that, so from we know the thing, sure. Never switch, not change to the paper. We life greater, a regular, we fly pan tour. Branch out, where them a look and done. Somatism music. STM bass. Father, fuck you, get you big yourself. PCP radio.
time we ain't dropped this one in a rum car.
Yo, Westside, get $10,000 gas.
Hanover.
Let me blast the fight.
Now, what if I think I go on I start time?
Now, so me choose some can. Yo, me say someone attack about things from what no, tell me how everybody got. Yo, me no hear them. No, me no fear them. But me no hear them. No, me no fear them. Moby, no one pray for we dead. Chewing a walk a road and bed. Tell me who trick him. The eagle just pick him. Oh, you feel say that you a queen and a sell out for chicken. Oh, bad mind just lick him. Can't they eat then come out of the kitchen. Me no carry man burden. Granite don't tell me about the curtain. Enough of who smile na your face, and them are the first one fi hurt you. Yo, me no hear them, no me no fear them. Capone, none of them not go rate ya. You enough girls that date ya, but me no hear them, no me no fear them. Moby, no one pray for we dead. You in a walk a road and beg. Me no take side, right now I don't need done. Light the fire make it burn. Jump in shit, if you want. Farmer just give them a bottle of white rum. Don't take for that, but some man they talk shh. Try help your kids if you claim say you're rich. Stay loyal instead of figure switch. Don't diss your friends them over no bitch. Above the sky me they talk, above sea level me they walk. Me no care who I vex. Anytime me dark them back. Yo, me no hear them, no me no fear them. Capone, none of them not go rate ya. You enough girls that date ya, but me no hear them, no me no fear them. Moby, no one pray for we dead. You in a walk a road and beg. This ya no joke thing. Anytime you see me sporting, not true you see me laugh. My youth I no joke thing. Take some boy can left them with the rope king. I'm telling you, remember me certify. I this I hurt the guy. Alright, them they a see level now, but me they above the sky. Blast them and last them. Them violate now it cost them. Alright, tell me who did a boot them up. Everybody ask them. Yo, me no hear them, no me no fear them. Capone, none of them not go rate ya. You enough girls that date ya, but me no hear them, no me no fear them. Moby, no one pray for we dead. You in a walk a road and beg. I'm telling you. Yo, Big Brother Production, look it. Turn on the drone, we'll fly over them.
Fearless Indian. This is my struggles. Hey. You know long man I suffer. Them want lock me out like a shutter. In a life them want me to stutter. Hear me no city down. You know from me I come from. Yeah, me never turn no gunman. No that no put no gun in my hand. Yo, listen my tribulation. You know from me I come from. Sing fence borders pan the dumb plan. Never get no firm education, but me working at the ghetto and elevate from. Ghetto youth me say no make them chicken up. Them a smile in front your face, behind your back them a kill up. Them your friend and never want to see the best of me. Them woulda love to see me body in the cemetery. In the garrison the slum where me grow up. Me say enough sufferation me know. Dumpling and bottom out of that me got you. More while a jive bullet you a man they even know. Yo see the down, you know far me I come from. Yeah, me never turn a gunman. No that no put no gun in my hand. Yo, listen my tribulation. You know far me I come from. Sing fence borders pan the dumb plan. Never get no firm education, but me working at the ghetto and elevate. Father just get fire. Oh God, me daddy stress. Mommy sit down with her hand pan her jaw and a fret. I've been through the worst, no more time for the best. Never know say me woulda find happiness. Yo, it's sticking at the city, bad mind and iniquity. Nah no love for nobody. Oh God, they nah no pity. Look how long me a DJ and I know them can't see me. Hear me no see the dawn. You know far me I come from. Yeah, me never turn a gunman. No No done no put no gun in my hand, yo. Listen my tribulation. You know far me I come from. Swing fence, borders, pan the dumb plan. Never get no firm education, but me working at the ghetto and elevate from. Elevate, yeah man elevate. Never give up in the life, me always elevate. When I'm my time, dog me can't wait. Me never hesitate, we go tear down the gate. Me must get a chance, we go participate. You anticipate my slice of the cake. Yo, Joe Manix, at this time for know. Fearless I go run the road, hear me no city down. You know far me I come from, yeah. Me never turn a gunman. No done no put no gun in my hand, yo. Listen my tribulation. You know far me I come from. Sing fence borders pan the dumb plan. Never get no firm education, but me working at the ghetto and elevate from. Yeah, all my struggles me I tellin' no you know. Some things are fearless than got you. Yeah.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ha. Alright. Every girl walk on. Every girl walk on. Every girl walk on. If you don't light a shine in your mouth, girl, your tongue ring nice, me want to meet you. And if you boom boom tight, me not delete you. Me want you to sit down for the cocky and boom like a ball and cry like somebody beat you. Your tongue ring nice, me want to meet you. And if you boom boom tight, me not delete you. Me want you to sit down for the cocky and boom like a ball and cry like somebody beat you. Girl, if you boom boom tight, then me I go fight for. And if you boom boom fat, me I bleach a night for. If you fly to a foreign, me I go fly for. And if your man a miss a wrong, then see this a right, yeah. Give me some of that, make me give you some of this. Give me some box, make me give you some fist. Give me some hugs, but me no like kiss. If your man a gunman, then me I go take a risk. Your tongue ring nice, me want to meet you. And if you boom boom tight, me not delete you. Me want you to sit up on the cocky and boom like a ball and cry like somebody beat you. Your tongue ring nice, me want to meet you. And if you boom boom tight, me not delete you. Me want you to sit up on the cocky and boom like a ball and cry like somebody beat you. Y'all push out your tongue, and you not get no bun. Walk out, y'all, from me something not done. Toast with your friends, them run up and down. From your nose, so your money can't done. And your fat pussy man a bad over. And that's why me nah left man over. Me like when you quint it, make me feel like say me get a hangover. Your tongue ring nice, me want to meet you. And if you boom boom tight, me not delete you. Me want you to sit down for the cocky and boom like a ball and cry like somebody beat you. Your tongue ring nice, me want to meet you. And if you boom boom tight, me not delete you. Me want you to sit down for the cocky and boom like a ball and cry like da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ha. Alright. Every girl walk on. Every girl walk on. Every girl walk on. If you don't light a shine in your mouth, girl, your tongue ring nice, me want to meet you. And if you boom boom tight, me not delete you. Me want you to sit down for the cocky and boom like a ball and cry like somebody beat you. Your tongue ring nice, me want to meet you. And if you boom boom tight, me not delete you.
Seriously. One heap of artists that up on PCP label now.
Girl, if you boom boom,
Swear to God I chose this song here, honestly.
boom boom fat, me a bleach a night for. If you fly to a foreign, me a go fly for. If your man a miss a wrong, then see this a right, yeah. Give me some of that, make me give you some of this. Give me some back.
Good afternoon, good evening, what go on, Miss man?
Some hugs, but me no like kiss. If you
What go on, ladies and gentlemen?
go take a risk, your tongue ring
What go on, day, man?
you. And if you boom boom tight, me not delete.
Sway the way I run to you right now. Say, so when you see that round circle that come up on your thing, just click accept on it, see? We're gonna send you a request right now on Insta, alright?
Boom boom tight, me not delete you. Me want
Big up there, me in the Bronx, lucky, and I know how go on.
like somebody beat you. Y'all push out your tongue, and you not get no bun. Walk out, y'all, from me something not done. Toast with your friends, them run up and down. From your nose, so your money can't done. And your fat pussy man a bad over. And that's why me nah left man over. Me like when you quint it, make me feel like say me get a hangover. Your tongue ring nice, me want to meet you. And if you boom boom tight, me not delete you. Me want you
go with Sweden, see?
Cocky up like a ball and cry like somebody beat you. Me a go put brandy on a mission, cause it make girls make decision. So me link up JB, cause
Yeah, we
it
can
make
hear you.
every girl.
We can hear you. Can hear a little bit of feedback in it, but
Okay.
there's a bit of feedback from your end. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Take it down fast.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. I don't know if you can hear the frying in it, but
I can hear it
Yeah.
echoing on your side.
hold up. Me, I read. Move it a little bit just to see something. See if I switch up. And then I jack. Solid. Wrong jack. Switch it up then. On the right back to see if I can lose that frequency.
Alright.
For 1 minute.
Yeah.
Swan baby, the NSC me call him out. Make every girl start crawling out. I grade well tall in a mouth. Every girl start warming up. I'm telling you, your tongue ring nice. Me want to meet you, and if you boom boom tight, me not delete you. Me want you to sit down for me cocky and boom like a ball and cry like somebody beat you. Your tongue ring nice. Me want to meet you, and if you boom boom tight, me not delete you. Me want you to sit down for me cocky and boom like a ball and cry like somebody beat you. Beat you.
You me a say, Todd, the rhythm god. Them for know say your J Aries representing your see me. Thought it was it. Definitely. Your barry cash. You know anywhere we step up pocket ever full of cash. Them should know that. See me. I always say you're rolling on long clean. Lost and which is right. Come and say party we say. We can't anywhere. Cut past the end.
Okay.
You me a say, Todd, the rhythm god. Them for know say your J Aries representing your see me. Thought it was it. Definitely. Your barry cash. You know anywhere we step up pocket ever full of cash. Them should know that. See me. I always say you're rolling on long clean. Lost and clean. Which is right. Come and say party we say. We can't anywhere. Cut past the NOC. Flossing me say free kick all want them my life. Happy me no responsive but mine. So when the haters I watch it tell them to try stop it. Me work hard, me time hard for that thing there. Money man I look see me rings there. If I'm on the race man I run to low me have to win there. So party I want me have to win there. Come here me spliffing on me jaw corner. Hennessy in a me cup and me puffing on marijuana. Me girl them hot just like a sauna. I be shell with the bar that's a simple thing cause a party we say. Can't anywhere, cut past the NOC. Flossing me say free kick all want the bar and we hardy me say. Every time we roll out I shake party me say. Nothing give thanks when it fly. Me have money in my pocket, can know me life. Happy me no responsive but mine.
So when the haters are watching and them we try stop it off. We have heard at the party spot. Roll up in at the club and the party
Big
shop.
up, did it again, the building.
Shorty hot, I'm boom to not play and me no want to stop. Cause you find us in the VIP. And the life we living is B.I.G. Haters, them I wish them could have be like we. Buy out the bar on the drink for free. Cause a party we say, we can't anywhere. Can't pass the NFC. Flossing me say freaky girl want the bar in where honey me say. Anytime me roll up, a straight party me say. We have to give thanks and live life. We are pulling up the pocket and the me life. And we no responsive at mine. So when the haters I watch it, tell them to try stop it. And me work hard, me time hard for that thing there. Money when I look, see the ring say. If I'm on the race, man,
too much drum.
me have to win this. So party, I want me have to in the spliffing a major corner. And it's in a me cup and me muffin and marijuana. Me tell them I just...
Is it me? I tried turning down my volume. Big up Travelers.
Alright, see it there. We are work with it, you know. We can hear a bit of frying and frequency. Don't know how everything just move from smooth to that. But sometimes go like that. So we have to go in at the
And I'm in Sweden.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
It should be smooth.
It should be smooth, first world to first world, but like me and my brother's first world sometimes mean more trouble. Number 10. Yeah. I'm gonna roll into one of your songs without no, with, you know, to say anyway one of the favorites. So you can tell you why you love this song.
Okay.
Salute!
Oh, well, the promised land, going to the promised land. Yes, the promised land. Oh gosh, now to the promised land. Yeah. Make a step down to Asmara. Then we stop in Addis Ababa. Made our way to Shashamani land, riding on the King's Highway to the promised land, going to the promised land. Oh gosh, to the promised land.
Listen to our Insta. We're not gonna go too long tonight, Dennis Brown, in the academy around for cutting, you know.
There's plenty of land for you and I, by and by. Lots of food to share for everyone. No time for segregation in the promised land. Oh gosh, take me to the promised land.
Yes, Jack!
It's the promised land. Whoa.
We're gonna take it down.
That's the promised land. Whoa, 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 yeah. Said we're riding on the King's Highway from Cairo to Kenya. Made us stop in.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been have a little bit of IT, you know, so we have a car engineer, have a slide run, and not like camera random thing, we have a slide run, you know, I go on. Say that we're in the boat, and we're there with a big DJ, we are mash up the whole of Europe. And we are make sure you introduce ourselves, you know, because I just still play with vinyl and them things. So, no. Now look a boy DJ who run come with computer and say she a DJ. She's still a vinyl. When she go in a club, big box of vinyl, and when Stone Love used to string up on them good thing they do.
Yep.
Talk to me, no more, man. Come on, no man, nobody shy. Come on. Now, you're a big DJ and a mash up beer club all globally.
Well, thank you for having me on the show.
It's a pleasure. Honest to God, it's a pleasure.
I've been looking forward, but you put me up in the schedule. My people might miss me now.
Don't worry about it. We bring them. What happened? One of the DJ not picking up his phone. So instead, I have to keep waiting on him and wait and go. I just figured I jack it up. You know what I mean? Just a few minutes. You know, half an hour earlier, because he's not picking up. So I give the other guy 40 minutes instead of half an hour.
I see.
So you know.
No problem.
But it's okay. So when they come, you can always share it back and they pick it up. So I know.
I was sharing it.
I could see one. I play one of your favorite track, which is that Dennis Brown. So it's like every millennium, every decade, you have a track from every decade that you send through to say, And why you like that Dennis Brown? Is that like like happy oatmeal that Dennis Brown most time? What is it
Yeah,
about you
that's
and
a
that track?
big Dennis. Yeah, I did choose it because I have this on a 7-inch. It was put out by Striker Lee label.
Yeah.
And since now Bunny Striker Lee just passed last week, I thought it was a perfect song to play in honor of him. A big producer, one of my favorite producers from the 70s.
Which is beautiful. You can't go wrong with Dennis Emmanuel Brown. I like to let people know that is one of the.
Of course, one of the biggest producers labels.
True.
So are you sure it's not from my side? Bless up Jerry Spin.
Yeah, this rock is around. I'm a brand new. Brother, how are you putting that energy drink? Lemonade. Then brother, put some more lemonade in. Don't catch our tongue, man. Rum corner, but me don't want to get drunk, dog. Come on, leave. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you. A little bit of rum. If I look at me, I'm going to tap it up. Yeah, so, I leave the show to you, Once you see I'm talking to him, it's all about you're big disc jack, So I interview big disc. When I interview Ricky Trooper, I don't do much talking, I just interview him, take the whole show. And you're in that great league now, because, we don't really do much.
Well, this is my first interview, so.
One of the Facebook cut off, the Insta cut off, and we do them all fresh, and you still getting mad love, so it's good. People showing their love and their anticipation. But greatly, I like the work you're doing. I like to look through and go to the Insta and stuff like that, and to see some of your posts is brilliant, and the way you work the clubs and stuff like that, just brilliant. So,
Yeah, thanks.
it's your time to tell we a bit about you and the work you're doing in Sweden. Cause me and you have some topics to run over another music industry, as I said to the artist a while ago.
All right.
So,
Yeah, well, a little bit about myself.
please do.
I basically started listening to this music since I was 14 years old when I first heard Bob Marley. And from there on, I was starting to collect records. I must have been like 15 or 16 because I got my first turntable when I turned 15. So I was collecting a lot of records for many years, listening to mainly 70s and 80s reggae. So I was kind of limited in that sense. And it was in the 90s, I remember it well. I was only listening to like 70s and 80s roots reggae until like in 1996, if you remember, when Digital B released the Hidden Rhythm.
Yeah.
You remember that remake of the Hidden Rhythm?
Yes.
When I heard that, it was like a big moment for me, and I realized that, music that's made like brand new
Yeah.
sounded good like this. So that's when I started to really get into contemporary music. Before that, I was only listening to music like older than me and some classic music. But from then on, I started buying new music.
And when
around that same time, like in 97, me and two friends from my hometown, we decided to start like a sound system and play reggae out in, to have a club and play out as a DJ. So I've been DJing since 97, basically.
Because that's what I was about to ask you. When did you start DJing? When you just give it since 97, so you're seasoning it now. 2 decades and on. You know, to the and
Yeah.
how did you find it when you start to how you find it now?
Well, I just usually make a joke that I'm actually see myself as retired basically now because since they stopped pressing vinyl,
Yeah.
I have not been DJing regularly because I never transformed into a laptop DJ. So I always was playing new music, but when they stopped pressing new music, I kind of gave that up. And I didn't want to be, at different times too. And, as you've been doing it for so long, I didn't feel the same kind of drive to be out playing a lot. So now I'm doing it more like for fun and special occasions. I play a few times a year. I bring out my vinyls and so forth.
But we need people like you in the business to take it another 20 years. We need you to take it another 2 decades. So, like personally, Capone wants you to get that Apple laptop and get it load and just get used to it. 'Cause, as a DJ, you're gonna you get used to it. Them digital turntable and all them things. I know it's not the same. It don't have the same sweet feeling as that vinyl and all that. But naturally, because we need you to get the next generation in Sweden into the music.
Yeah, sure. I mean, my plan is to be more of an internet DJ. And as I told you before, mentioned to you, I'm
Yes.
gonna soon launch a
The YouTube.
YouTube channel where I'll be doing mixes for new music coming out, promoting young artists and promoting a lot of new music.
We know that I hear a Cabra big you up on a few occasions, so I know you've been doing it for a while. So, people like you we need in the business, and I use the word need greatly. Like different parts of the world to put reggae to another. You know what I mean? Like, Sweden is so far from like even England because you expect so much Jamaicans and so much Caribbean and Afro
Yeah.
Caribbean is here. But you think of like Sweden, you know what I mean? So it's great to see you doing that work.
Sweden is a very limited kind of place, and the scene here is limited too. But yeah, it's been transforming too over the years here. And right now it's kind of divided to like between different crews. You still have some people who are really into reggae only,
Yeah.
and then the dancehall club scene now is more into Afrobeat and go-go dancehall and no reggae.
How do you find the Afrobeat towards the reggae? How do you personally find that?
Big up Arcas. Me personally, I don't love Afrobeats because, I don't know why it just doesn't really speak to me. Plus, I don't understand what they're singing about. And to me, the beat it built off is the go-go beat, I call it, this kind of beats. I'm more like hardcore dancehall. So that doesn't really speak to me, that vibe. And it's nothing wrong with it. It's just that the mix of music is not there anymore. We used to mix between reggae and dancehall and different kind of vibes, but now there is almost impossible to play reggae in the same dance with this music playing. It seems.
As you were locked in, you heard I Hawks, the artist before you that I interview. What is he bringing? What is his new album is gonna bring towards that to get more people in tune in reggae and dancehall at the same time? And he was given an explanation that he's bringing it with that cute style and to bring back the older type of reggae and the new dancehall. Because even though Buja and them was doing dancehall in the 90s, their dancehall live on because they have that. The music is different, the beats, the instrumental, and it's just a different vibes compared to the millennium. So, what do you think? How you think we can catch that back to
I'm not really sure actually. And I mean, what do you think that Buju's new album, the music sound up to date, or do you think it sounds like an old Buju album, basically?
I know what. There's a few one on the new album that I like, and one of the thing I've always rate with Gargamel is he will do a proper culture album, right? And just one track.
Yeah.
There's one track in there to capture every dancehall artist that he knows. He can step on any stage show with a Bounty Killer and the Beanie Man and the Elephant Man and drop that track, and it really, like, you know, the cell phone on this one,
Mm.
which is, just, you know what I mean, just brilliant. You know what I mean? So like I said, you have always kept that his eye and the ball. You have never dropped it. You have never dropped it. No, you know, you do Shiloh album,
No.
and every time he release an album, he release a track. Like it's a crossover track. It's a realistic track, but it's also a dancehall track. And I
Yeah.
suppose that's what make him stand out a lot. But I'm expecting a bit more from the younger artists. I think maybe I'm pushing, but me personally, I'm expecting a bit more. I think they're basically all of them is doing the same thing. Let me say that. And the music is falling short. A lot of the music is not making it to the airport. So definitely they're making it
That's
overseas.
true.
So that's what I'm saying to people. Genuinely, I want a little bit more so you can attack, these music can attack Europe. These music can integrate with the people and interact with the people so the people can listen them and relax and think, yes, this is well put together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I suppose that's where people like you is great. Because you are play songs in the clubs and people hear them, and now you're going to start a YouTube channel. It will be a different crowd from not just what we have, but, you know what I mean, to interact the music with the people.
Yeah. I mean, usually say for a joke, if I was ever getting back into the business, like playing clubs, I would be playing brand new music.
When you get
Because
back in the business.
the biggest problem we have here is that people only seem to play old music. And that seems to be the concept of every club. And that's not only in our dancehall scene. I've been to places supposed to have hip hop, and young people are standing playing hip hop from the 90s. And I asked them, you know, you young kids, why are you playing this old music? You know, like, I don't know, it's a trend going through the whole place. Like, I don't know if it's some
It's a YouTube. I
sentimentality
swear
or
it's
I don't know
YouTube.
what's going on.
Because nowadays when you go out and the guys are playing, it's like all of them is just playing. It's like a queue.
JFK.
And all of them is playing the same thing. It's like when you're watching YouTube and they play and then it start over and they play and it start over. That's so to me. Most of them play. So you know, you're right. You're right. And I mean, DJ Appy have always said that the people don't keep up with the music. They're playing the same thing. And that's what seemed to be the club in England as well. Like, isn't, you know, I mean, except for the small circle where the Jamaicans are literally where they party. You know, their music is gonna be up to date. Whatever you hear in the yard, it's gonna be there. You know, everywhere you go, like the main clubs and the big clubs, it's the same set of whole music playing all the time.
So you have the same kind of thing over there then?
Naturally. So that's what I'm saying. You can't retire it. You have to give us another 2 decades. You know what I mean?
Wow. I had other plans.
You know, it's music, you know. Another, you know, come on.
Yeah.
Raddy been going and Radigan is still going. And, you know,
Still going strong.
We only need somebody to take that slot up. And, you know, so you have another 2 decades at least. You know, we normally would have asked for another 3 or 4, but we don't want to push it too far. We want to say another 2 decades, you know, so the family gonna have to share you with us a little bit more.
Wow. Well, you know, I mean, that's the main thing. I think that, you know, what is puzzling to me, that DJ always, from how I know it, is the job of the DJ is to promote new music and play new music and break new music. And when the DJs are not doing that, I mean, that's maybe too why it's hard for new artists to get played and heard to the masses, because the DJ is supposed to be the one who's into it and on top of new music and bringing out these new artists to play them so people can discover there's so much new music. So that's always been my thought about it, and I don't know what happened. I think it was a turn there when the vinyl stopped, because back then you had to buy all this music.
That is true.
So you had to be really into music to be able to play music.
Yes.
Right now, anybody can just download music and become a DJ, but they don't really know, perhaps,
they don't know the craft.
what is expected.
So one of the amazing things for me is to watch or listen certain DJ play, and like they make every track is mixed into a T, and it just make music so beautiful. Like, and then you see a guy turn up and he play and he just leave from one thing to the next, and you think, dude, I could watch. If I wanted that, I could just stay in and watch YouTube do that.
You mean the one style called jukebox style?
And that's the breakdown of the music at the moment. So even though
that's how it's getting played now. No juggling really going on anymore.
No, that's the thing. And we're missing that. That's really missing from the dancehall scene and the clubbing scene. The juggling, the
juggling rhythms.
People, if you want to get that, if you want to feel that whole feeling back, that biggest section, you want that whole thing back. No need for lock into PCP radio on a Friday evening from 4 to 8 UK time. That's about 10 to about, Jamaica time, though. Yeah, about 10 to about 2 o'clock. Yeah, I hear DJ up here juggle old school. You don't know it, go? Retro Friday. So we'll get that. Yeah, man, so no Friday I come and I make sure I lock in, getting a drink. Shall lock in, shall have the whole thing, man. Shall have the tasting. Yeah, man, so we have that thing going. But yeah, we love the juggling bit, and we still do that, I suppose. We like it. So
yeah,
I know you're gonna launch that YouTube thing, because you're gonna do that internet, that mix thing and all that. But
yeah,
so give the people them a little bit about where they can find you and check you. I know you mostly use Insta, so please give.
Yeah, right now you can only find me on Instagram, DJ Evelina. My YouTube channel will also be called DJ Evelina, but I'm not expecting to become active on any other for what I'm after, which is to find out about new music and new releases. So that's where I'm at.
Which is good, but nowadays they have all these new thing, the different. I think it's a competition, to be honest, with social media sites. Even though a lot of them is linked to each other, but I think it's a competition. Cause now you have a private room. I don't know if you knew that, and Facebook. So if I wanted to hold a concert on Facebook, I could sell tickets just to the private room. So even though it's Facebook, none of my other people on Facebook could see that concert. I could just do a total private and charge.
How long this quarantine
requested as we're gonna
round from the suffering.
You see, I know your thing.
Round from this.
I have the Vibes Cartel as well. Brother, you want your mic?
Child.
Black Woman and Child. That's what I'm saying. Most people only know the Dry Cry album real good. A lot of people
really?
Yes. A lot of people don't know. Then we know the album, but that particular track don't play a lot.
No, that's maybe true, but that's one of my favorites from that album.
Deep meditation song, them there.
No, I had to choose a Sizzler because that's really, like I told you, when I got into new music in the mid 90s,
Yeah.
96, 97. That's when Sizzla just come out, and he became my favorite artist
Yeah, I
for
remember.
many, many years. He was exceptional when he came out.
Naturally.
So those early albums with Sizzla, I've listened to them a lot, so I
Them,
had to
them,
choose a track from it.
them time the Ricky Trooper was the #1 selector, because he brought out Luciana, and Luciana brought out Sizzla, so obvious them times I
Yeah,
remember getting CD was just coming through because it was mostly cassette you're playing vehicle and CD had just started coming, and I got that
yeah.
CD with Sizzla and Luciana, half of Lucia, half of Sizzla, and I remember I was like wicked.
Mm-hmm.
And this was one of the Sizzla on it, which is boom Sizzla.
So,
Boom. You know,
yeah,
we lost
so,
some great ones this year, to be honest. We lost some great ones,
yeah,
and
it's very sad.
it is. So we need some more legends to rise up. So yeah, we like that Sizzla is the Dennis Brown that chose was, man. I'm saying like the artist that and you choose right down to even a Chronicler, which I find like okay, and yeah, a Massacre as well in there. So you choose right, like you said, to 2020, which is a brilliant like selection of music. We just don't play them out to people. Don't a lot for the people.
All right. No, it's true. I mean, Cartel is the king of dancehall, I would say. Nobody can test. So he's in his own category. I just had to pick a classic Cartel tune from, maybe people may know his
We're gonna drop it,
music.
make people hear one of the classic Vibes Cartel that
Got Rebo Moscow in a house.
Hey,
Million
Russian!
pounds.
Where them call police
Cartel.
them can't stop the crime. Ghetto youth want money fi spend. That's
Yo,
why
Leo.
rich man a day. Na 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 na, life sweet. Na 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 na, life sweet. Na 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 na, life sweet. Na 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 na, life sweet. We end up done gangsta. No for them sell out and a move like Chibata.
Yeah, man, give thanks alive. Yeah, go ahead, now take it out. Yeah, man. Sorry, the DJ, I set you to an next account. We download it over. We have, but it's great, proper, like, we like your choices of the music. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I had a very, small selection, a few songs to select from. You can see here I have a lot to choose from.
Lot of vinyl. People wanna say vinyl, which is great. So but we love it.
Me know say life nice. As bad as him beat, me know say him no one dead. Then Jesus Christ tell me why society try stop ghetto youth.
So this is the remix of DJ Happy the PCP studio. So them shouldn't go too much problem with this one.
And enough wanted.
Big up Milio.
Call police for. Hey Russian, ghetto youth a bit harder. No for we no grow with no father. So we ain't no dumb gangster. No for them sell out and a move like Chibada. No time me get up and me never time. Walk it until I be a shot in a me nine. When you read your car can't stop no crime. Me a talk from me heart them a waste time. Them no one get for youth free of no things. So when you see blood out them like dreams, do not call no police, just call the brings. Cause the money get to youth man. Na 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 na, life sweet. Na 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 na, life sweet. Na 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 na, life sweet. Na 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 na, life sweet. Me never have nobody to set me no say.
Killer Roadie.
We have big up mama. Go on again here.
Bounty Killer Roadie just checking in.
Saying big up Bounty Killer Roadie. Big up Rodney Price, big up the entire Saviour. You know what go on. Big up Saviour Gardens. You know what go on. My hometown. Yes, so me I say big up Walton Park Road check in. Yo, I want the people know say big up one of the great them, you know. Angel
Yeah.
Doulas in a Save Your Garden, you know. So all of these.
I just had to pick one cartel from in the 2000. So, I mean, that's a big classic cartel track. I didn't want to pick one too hardcore killing track. So, that's a nice song, you know, one of my favorite songs.
It's sort of good because, you know, you pick one of them that actually remix. We have the remix to it by DJ Happy, you know.
Okay, yeah.
If you notice this, I play the one that you chose, this one.
Yeah, I never heard that before.
Pack it and see what a be a shot in a min. Them new radio can't stop no crime. Me a talk from me heart, them a waste time. Them no one get to youth fi have no things. So when you see that run like dreams, do not call no police, just call the brings. Cause the money get to youth one. Na 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 na, life sweet. Na 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 na, life sweet. Na 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 na, life nice. As bad as him beat me know say him no one dead. Then Jesus.
It's the remix one where DJ Happy.
He try stop get a youth cornbread. That's not nice. Cause them know youth a go rise up and must copper on lead. And they no wanted. With them tall police for. Hey Russian, get a youth a bit harder. No for we no grow with no father. So we ain't no dumb gangster. No for they sell out and I move like Chibada. No time we get up and me never time. Pack it and see what I be a shot in a me nine. Then you wait up can't stop no crime. Me a talk from me heart then I waste time. Them no one get for you three have no things. So when you see blood I run like dreams. Do not call no police just call the brings. Cause the money get to youth man. Na 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 na, life sweet. Na 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 na, life sweet. Na 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 na, life sweet. Na 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 na, life sweet. Me never have nobody fi stretch me hands to. Never have no rich uncle fi say thanks to. Then feds and a pub man fi sell we. You're gonna tell me what.
Yes. I'll play some giant points. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Father Kelly, where go on? Blessed love. YouTube, where go on? Big up Singapore. Lock in. You know, I don't know the time difference there. I know Japan time difference. I know China. I know Hong Kong and Indonesia, Philippines, the regular people. But big up Singapore. So they in a lot of them tonight. I'm getting there, huh? Hell yeah. So we're back with him, Evelina. So tell me a little bit, you know, Vice Cartel, the king of the dance. Like, you also choose a Massacre.
Yeah, Massacre is one of my absolute favorite artists, you know, since like 2016.
Yeah.
He's been on, you know, the one I listen to the most. And that's why I had to include one Massacre track. And he always do the best bad man tune them.
Alright, I hear that. You also chose a Chronicler, so you didn't.
Yeah, Chronic One, the whole six, big up.
Genocide. Machine them dirty, but we are roll clean. Clean. Every girl a scream, Jenna them a roll in. Dream team. We smoke and get high. Anything me buy, Try country out now, man I count green. Hey, done well. Man want to count trees like we selling white keys. I know hands on the float alone, man not talk keys. But no start no car keys. Have them girl pan on knees. Might not happy, but me trigger happy. This me start squeeze. Straight like I no sweet. Like beg the Lord please. Never get me heart broke. Him just know me heart grieve. Me see friend turn rap. Feed the pussy clad cheese. That's right. So step. Me tell me so that me not leave. In time like this, we stay fly like this. No beg boy smokings. Me buy my keys. The chain round me neck. All time my friend them a roll in.
Sure.
Yo!
Yeah. You know, we're going to bring you back on next night. One of the nights we're going to make you come on and you select, you know. Bring you up on the radio stream and make you go on stream, make you go on select. We like it. We like how you different and, yeah, naturally. You know, we have to just embrace and join up the thing, and we love what go on. I would like your selection them if your notes are actually run through them, find them brilliant as well. Brilliant.
Yeah, I could play anything from the 60s to up to what's happening right now.
Which is right, which is right. So you see why we can't afford for you to retire as yet.
Oh, well,
We're glad you agree
we
with us.
no, I'm very active. You know, I'm more like on social media now. I'm doing a lot of promotion on my story. I do promotion for new music coming out,
Oh, good, good, good.
and that I see as my
Angel.
giving back to the whole industry, that I'm trying to help promote this new music as it drops and make people aware and,
What?
you know,
Which
get.
see, so we're gonna have to stay in contact, and that's part of the thing that we do this a lot. We interview young artists who, we play their music, we make sure we create shows, not like before. We create shows so young artists so play their music. Once they
Yeah,
email it to us, we gonna play it. It might not play on the show that day, but it's gonna play. And that's the thing, like I find was lacking. Nobody wanted to play young artists. Everybody just wanted to play the big artists. Them and they forgot that there was also once a young artist. And
yeah,
we've been saying that for a long time. So now we're doing it. We're not just saying it to people. We literally just doing it. Like, we do the interviews. We play the music. We put them on promos, and like creating packages now as well, promo packages. So,
yeah,
but my rum corner, I keep it. And I mean, we come under pressure with it that we don't charge artists for the interview as everybody else charge. But I find, if how am I gonna charge somebody that is trying to make it? Where's he gonna
Oh,
get the
you
money
mean
from?
charge them to be on the radio?
Yeah, so I do Wednesday night for free. I interview them for free. I give them that platform for them to put
Yeah,
themselves out. And I find that's part of killing the music because when I had an artist, I used to have to pay so much to get them on an interview, to get their music play, and loads of people was collecting the money and wasn't doing it. And I find that even more disgusting and disrespectful. Like I
yeah,
pay you and you don't do it. My artist would sit there and listen and couldn't hear his song or go to an interview. We pay for an interview and then we get 5 minutes. I'm like,
yeah,
dude, I had to leave what I was doing. I had to sit here for 45 minutes to go on for 5 minutes of my money. I didn't see. So now we change
mm,
that. We change that up. We create a platform. And it's working. We're doing it for a few years now and it's working. And I love it. Because I had literally created for that impact.
yeah.
And
Well, I want to big you up for having me on the show, and
come on.
big up to Demon Production for the link up,
Sure.
and
Hard
big up to
working.
everybody who tuned in to support me tonight. Maybe I'll be back then.
Hopefully, yes. But guess what? Your team them lucky in the last 10 minutes, right? Because you're telling you'll be there at 8:30. So you know you
Yeah,
need to big up.
because
You're still here, so now
I I follow the schedule.
that's okay. So now you can big up your team that is locked in now. You're still here. Come on. No, no, no. It's not. Come on.
Yeah, I've been picking them up as I see them logging on and stuff, but it's
So,
some people probably not here as yet, but
don't worry about it. We have the other
like
ones.
you said, this thing is gonna be available
They can.
offline as
Yes, yes.
well.
It's gonna be online. It's gonna be on your Insta and mines as well, and it's also gonna be on YouTube, so they can just go over to YouTube, put in PCP Entertainment, and put in your interview, and you will just pop up, and they can just watch it from there, which is
All right.
brilliant. But what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna drop you a Chronicle. We ain't finished with you yet. We're giving you a break
Oh,
inside it. Oh, yeah, come on. I told you.
big tune for this year.
All right.
Chronic Lawyer. So right now, Chronic Lawyer is the artist. I listen to him every day for at least one good year now.
Oh, cool. All right,
He's one of the best um artists that come out right now.
okay.
take for me survive. 4 day and a hide. But then in a cash pot me a 5. Now 6 out here man alive. 7 times fall, many times rise. Start make money, don't hate me for mine. Hilltop killer, full them a 9 binds.
Welcome to all the 6 people that we can't say why you pass 6 is online, you know.
Mac 11 and 12 gauge on the hillside. Gone back a cash pot to the 13 my blind. 14 parishes me see too much signs. When me a 15 me start pre-crime. The sweet 16 and a birthday style, yo bad dog. Get too much chance when I count my blessings. Too much chance when I count my blessings. Too much chance me dog. Free me dog, my pen when cap sketching. Wish me money could have bring all of my bread.
I'm make sure cut the 6 songs them one time, you know.
Even like the dog.
I have a problem with 6.
If I have 17 for me, now run like 18 just.
Pull it right there, so we're not gonna further with that 6 there. We have to pull it back from the stop and wait and drop some more right little more. We have a problem with 6 for my show. When I run for block my show, I drop too much of them, so we're not, you know. Unless I the one that we push out like you don't know what if I the bad God, Dark Angel and one if I something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, have you been listening to Adi Bad God? No? Not yet? Have you any Adi Bad God tune? Lethal? Not yet?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, I promote.
Lethal.
I have been promoting Lethal on my story now a few times.
Good.
With his new releases.
Which one of them which one of them you find as your favorite? So.
I can't really recall the title, but the latest track that I promoted. I mean, all of them. The thing is, I only promote what I do like personally on my story.
The thing is, I like one of his tracks so much I had to go and get the whole rhythm.
The whole rhythm?
Yeah, I got all the instrumental and stuff for it because I like it so much.
Yeah. You know that I am doing a lot of music on my story. Every day is a lot of tracks dropping. Yeah. So sometimes I can't keep track of every title of every rhythm and stuff. But I know, like I said, I only promote music that I like myself.
That's good. That's actually so that you see when you do that music, when you talk about it, you won't talk about it from the heart because you believe in it, you like it.
Yeah, like I said, like you said, I don't do this for money. I help out for free, but it's my choice what I like.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, this is one of the little ones that I like. It's not my favorite.
All right.
I like this one right here. I'm gonna drop.
I'm no dog. Right, so I'm a bunda bigger than them. No someone who does chip all my blood clot.
Rifle your sound like violin, copper make a dark like African melanin paper. So make a rolling, running him, filling him. Everymatical run out a clip a scale. Alright, traveling anyway. Them no man that boy afraid that they got lethal rifle sing like he will. My kind of friend them brave. Know the street and them clever. And if I want them, want tell them it's forever. The timing timeless. Lyrics me spit, the it go direct. My cheer block and one car private. No try run dog, we no can't avoid it. The clip a scale. Alright, traveling anyway. Them no man that boy afraid that they got lethal rifle sing like he will. My kind of friend them brave. Know the street and them clever. And if I want them, want tell them it's forever. Clip 4-5 a scale. Me alone bad like 3 bad friend. Newland badness bigger than them. Portmore, Tel Aviv, you went then. Rifle a fire banana clip bend like when your ex-girl go fuck your best friend. K pull out and the arm extend. Here we go and then. Everymatical run out a clip a scale. Alright, traveling anyway.
Yes, I well, I'm gonna I don't know if I have to drop my favorite later in a minute. I can't drop later, I'm gonna drop my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it, then that's for real.
We like that later so much. We had to get the instrumental for it. And I've been doing it over data on a PCP, so it go like this. Enemy line, you know, what if people want to cross it, so they shouldn't have.
Demon, darkness, dog. Dark girl, Lita. Yo, Capone.
This is my favorite one.
We never drop yard. Chop city bad god, young chap lad. G6 dark world, lethal dark lads. Put more dark world, dark lads. Butterfly and
big up, oh yeah, big up, oh, I'll drop it down and get them up.
run up in a this, I thought it to up in a days. And then lion killer them no shoot and miss. G6 put more dog is scammer them a bandit. Clipper slide out, sliding like a phone. Darkness dog. Dark world, lethal. Yo Capone. Fuck this. We never drop yard. Chop city bad god, young chap lad. G6 dark world, lethal dark lads. Put more dark world, dark lads. Butterfly and a Glock clock straight. Man tell you about the fool, hide and do it. Try run up in a this, I thought it to up in a days. And then lion killer them no shoot and miss. G6 put more dog is scammer them a bandit. Clipper slide out, sliding like a phone chip. Finger up tight, round trigger like a rope twist. Nuzzling a face that a something like you want piece. Hardcore like Canada. Still Russia, my well bought something like stone crusher. Dark world that a 6 really blink 6 10 6 turn money like me no figure. Oh no no bad dog, you no killer. 6 pass cartel world boss big brother. And the rush them a killer something like top shutter. Dance all, you know see a real war. You go like your cheese too, trim a fall lethal murder. Boy look for dirt, no we fall. Dance all, you know see a real war. You go like your cheese too, trim a fall lethal murder. Boy look for dirt, no we fall. Anticipating me never did wrong, and if me never did, I mean me never did strong. Lethal smart like Tutankhamun. Style indigenous, different pattern. What more G-City, Glen Devon. Timing right on my knees, Kellyanne. We dance all need like smell a cup of coffee. Run away, chill, look at you can't stop it. Easy like homework when we get the consignment. Teacher no student like police, no criminal. Reach to a level like any top shotter. War ready ignite them like a forest fire. Make your family go pray, beg the church for your prayer. The case sound like one magical choir. When we ratchet up and aim on fire, shell a jump like frog war ready a place in a dance all. You know see a real war. You go like your cheese too, trim a fall it.
Alright, let me know if the microphone better on YouTube, alright?
Dance all.
I mean, I say your father Capone. We run the zone.
So we like this rhythm so much, we like that track so much, I had to get the
wanna kill a long time.
So
yeah, wanna stand up so people can see you dancing.
Sorry, what was that, man?
You have to stand up so people can see you jamming.
I try, because normally I stand up and do most of the interviews. Lately I've been trying to sit down and do it because, you know, dancing all over the thing. I feel like
I've been sitting here talking to myself.
Oh, so you should be stand up and dancing. So the next time we do the interview, you have to have the drink ready, have everything ready so you can stand up on bunks and make the people never see you on. You know, like when you're jamming, yeah, put on the earphone and thing. But this is Fragile. We're going to drop his one now. We have the hard drive, but yeah, this one is actually brilliant. This, like I said, I love this that lethal so much. So I had to get the instrumental. That's my favorite lethal. You know, when and like you say, you have to have a favorite. So I like it.
All right,
I got it. This is Fragile on the same rhythm. We're gonna. I'm gonna lock the rhythm soon. So but this is cool.
Man, I kill a long time when them here, but from me alone, know it well, kill raw. Man, taking a hand afraid to make grades flow. Any boy, this then a dirt, them a get. Make a step with the kel, take me go there. Chigga press, watch it up, you do really. Any boy run up, them a get it here. Me a spray wildlife club, see that tell us them a couldn't hear, man. Some circle them ends like a granddad. My friend, this guy's over, they sell like one madman. Pan the same road where every day them dance and chat. We chop off in it, that traffic in a scandal.
Hey, Father Capone, let's do the biggest
I mean, I say your Father Capone, and we run the zone. Murder. Man, I kill a long time. Man, I kill a long time when them here, but
From the yellow, now we
me and the big DJ and I both.
I'm not afraid to make grades blow. Any boy, this me boy run up them, I get
what 6 misses at the scream.
Talk see that tell us them I couldn't hear man. Some circle them ends like a granddad. My friend this guy's over there so like one madman. Probably said road where every day them done chat. We chop off him made them chop it in a scandal. I love it in hard. Man I kill a long time with them here boy. I saw me stay no afraid to make grades blow. Matic in a hand and he pull out. Then he can't roll. Any boy this then I dirt them a get. Make a step with the Kel-Tech nigga there. She got press watch it up we do really. Any boy run up them I get it here. Me a spray wildlife club. See that tell us them I couldn't hear. Greenwich Farm Johnstone. Real life city them a man and a clown. If you not kill people then don't come around. Young drip them a side put shot in a your thumb. It is bull pop down a town. It a clot in a face then it finger down a ground. So run up with the bomber and it clear in his own. Please don't touch the road the eagle fly. Come man I kill a long time with them here boy.
This is the offspring of one of the big artists I'm gonna say a play for I think for them thing, you know.
Bro, any boy this then I dare them a get. Make a step with the Kel-Tech because the she got press watch it up you do really. Any boy run up them I get it here. Me a spray wildlife clubs and I tell us them I couldn't hear. So me circle them ends like a granddad. My friend this guy's over there so like one madman. Funny said you there every day they got chat. We up to me made that drop it in a scandal. With the rifle me get round from back. That do 15 the 16 it up on it and back. Rifle body stack man.
Now war start and they can't pass. Gunshot a split them head into half. Me a feel laugh.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this rhythm is good like you will see it soon. Lethal. Hard drive. Fragile.
Out your fucking belly boy. Go easy PCP like the city. Batman and police now no pretty boy. Head me bossy, split it like a jelly. I run cut out your fucking belly. Man a shot at them for you say that me boss a lot of copper shot at them like a maca. Boss them head like fire cracker. One the father come and shot again. Lipper, me evil and me blood clot bitter. Cause man a shot at them for you say that me boss a lot of copper shot at them like a maca. Boss them head like fire cracker. One the father a shot at you no sister evil lipper. Me evil and me blood clot.
No, so the artist.
Go easy PCP like.
The artist say I watch it mad on YouTube, you know.
Pretty boy, head me bossy, split it like a jelly. Put me 3 stars and cut out your fucking belly boy.
I gonna have the artists do them. I gonna have to have them do them song up on dub and send them to you, you know. I know you wanna play vinyl, so that's what I'm saying. You need to get that laptop as you need to send them no capone. I just cap that, you know.
Some pussy feel like. You
know you have to. You know. Come on. You know we're not gonna let you leave this business like that, right? Come on.
From Kingston to Savannah, pretty capone you are the real damn governor. Go easy PCP like the city.
Damon, where's about that? Talk to where's the Damon?
Hit the bossy, split it like a jelly. Give me 3 stars and cut out your fucking belly boy. Go easy PCP like the city.
So nice. Big up yourself. Show nice music.
Sweet and dancehall DJ and the building and know I go on and I hear I go on. But you know we can't let go without drop back the lethal down. And you know say Demon had the whole heap of work and 2 of the artists when come through Demon, but I said don't know. So what we have to go do?
Fuck this.
Drop one of your artists.
We never drop yard. Chop city bad god young chap lad. G6 dark world lethal dark lads. Put more dark world dark lads. Butterfly and a Glock clock straight. Martelly and a body for we hide and we try. Run up in a this and 32 up in a this. And the lion killer them no shoot and miss. G6 put more dog is scammer them a bandit. Clipper slide out sliding like a phone chip. Finger up tight round trigger like a rope twist. Nuzzle in a face that a something like you one piece. Hardcore like Canada. Still I set the link with Iran and Russia. My well bought something like Stone Crusher. Dark world that a 6 really blink 6 10 3 6 turn money like me no figure. Oh no bad dog you no killer 6 pass cartel world boss big brother. And the rush them a killer something like top shutter. Dancehall you know see a real war you go like a cheese too. Chumba 4 lethal murder. Pull it for dirt no we fall. Dancehall you know see a real war
Radio clocks are killing that.
You know the badness come down. That's it. You know the braffin come down. Brand new clocks dog. Watch your pre, watch your style ya. Standard and color them bright white deep read brother take 6 them like to the right thing dog. Young clocks pan foot where you get the color they have a custom look. Clean up even those man is
that
she love the
earlier.
pretty color, want the bank robber to you, Bobby sex. When we clean, what we do? Fuck boy, girl, if that come down. If me say me go do it, me go do it. Cookie bread, I do no counterfeit. Six real and the style them not repeat.
On my track,
where you get
done
that
now.
laugh, step on faith. If me say me go do it, me
Big up, we are big up, mama. Come on, big up, where work. Your
No,
turn.
it's Demon saying you should play more my tracks, but I think you went through them all, except for Linval Thompson.
I have it on it. I just didn't drop it.
watch it free. Me dark like cola soda. 6 bars if you murder perpetrator. From my born man great, from my born greater. Them gyal watch me every day like a spectator. Dog, if me say me go do it, me go do it.
You know the presenting for PCP radio.
Cool on your temper, you man. Cool on your temper. No bother with your fussing and fighting. Cool on your temper. A time has come when we have to live in unity. So cool on your temper, you man. Control your temper. Remember we are one flesh and blood. Cool on your temper. No bother with your tribal war. No bother with your fussing and fighting. Cool on your temper, Jaman. Control your temper. Jaja is watching us. So cool on your temper. Don't be no fool.
Big bad reggae, this Jack. What anything you have to say to them before you leave? We leave here. You know, I've dropped one drop by DJ Happy before you leave here, though. So
Okay.
it's your boot.
About this track, about the track you're playing,
Yes. I know you like this leave.
Linval Thompson is like one of my favorite producers of all time, and Tom singer too. And that was who as a teenager, I listened to so much Linval Thompson in my early 20s. And right now, one of the two hottest producers going on right now, Shabdan, YGR Records, the two son of Linval Thompson. So they keep on the legacy. And I'm now listening to his sons producing music.
Go. We're gonna close the show with one of our own original instrumental bill in the PCP studio by DJ Happy and thing, and it's about the time, sometime we're living in this lifestyle and what's going on. But we have to keep our head up and know that this is real. So this is go like this.
Lillian, you late.
Yes, sir.
We shall rise again. No matter what we face today, tomorrow's gonna be okay.
So
rise.
I want to thank you one and all for joining the Make Rum Gonna another success week to week. Big up Demon, always there. Big up my team behind the scene and those who you see. So big up DJ Happy, big up all of who you don't see as well, alright? John Coffee, Hard Drive, the whole team. And I want to thank you so much because everything was making the show such a lovely show. It's such a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Hopefully we can do this again sometime.
Yes. We'll put the link.
Definitely. Without a doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, what we are gonna do?
Tomorrow's gonna be okay. We rise. We shall rise again. No matter what we face today, tomorrow's gonna be okay.
The pain and the pressure
Whoa, stuck in detention, got my people in stretches. Socially distant, I'm up and down like a piston. Yeah, 876, I'm still doing my biz. I swear I hate this damn curfew. Ranks Jody repping for my niggas in heaven. I'm screaming, put down the weapons. Yeah, mask off, baby, there's no reason to fear. I got some visions from my dream, and I think you should hear.
We rise, we shall rise again. No matter what we face today.
We're still making good music on a year.
We rise, we shall rise again. No matter what we face today, tomorrow's gonna be okay. Let us come together. We got
Sweden, England, and Jamaica.
This won't last forever. Soon it's gonna be.
You near?
One for all for one. Let us rise, come let's take a stand. Come together, give an helping hand. Together we stand strong, we rise. We shall rise again. No matter what we face today, tomorrow's gonna be over. I'm going for what me want. I go for what me love, go for what me need, go for what me want. Can't make no enemies, not no family, not no friend. Come and tell me, say me can. Can you feel go for what you love, go for what you need, go for what you want.
We have make good music in the PCVs, dude, in a year.
Not no family, not no friend. Come and tell me, say me can. Hey, you have to put yourself that me realize. Me not no deep, but me still a jive.
This rhythm don't drop yet in a year.
In a jive, looking for me future from a.
Get used to it.
Man take a detour, but me still arrive. Been through the worst, but me still a strive. The thing me woulda dead, but me still alive. Me still alive, because me go for what me love, go for what me need, go for what me want. Can't make no enemies, not no family, not no friend. Come and tell me, say me can. Can you feel go for what you love, go for what you need, go for what you want.
The name of the artist is Desire.
No family, not no friend. Come and tell you, say you can. Hey, the race is not for the swift, but those who can endure. We know me can make it, we'll be there for sure. And when a door closes in your face, there always an open door. So me go fool.
They say anytime I'm close the door, that's contact Capone. Instagram Capone pretty. I'm pretty Capone, I see him youth.
Not no friend.
PCP Entertainment, that them same one.
Go for what you love, go for what you need, go for what you want.
Send me a track, you can email it to us.
It's not no family.
PCPempire@gmail.com.
You have to put yourself that me realize. Me not no deep, but me still a jive.
Go on, coach.
In a jive looking for me.
You know, so what does I ignore it?
Man take a detour, but me still arrive. Been through the worst, but me still a strive. Think me woulda dead, but me still alive. Me still alive, because me go for what me love, go for what me need, go for what me want. Can't make no enemies, not no family, not no friend. Come and tell me, say me can. Can you feel go for what you love, go for what you need, go for what you want.
Salute.
Can't make no enemies, not no family.
Jenny, they're gonna drop the one more and that's it.
You can't.
For 6 minutes overtime.
Oh no.
So
all right.
When you have good art, one more. I want you to hear this one before I go, because I'm gonna email these to you, alright?
People with chat a bag of things over your head.
I'm
See them on
signing
a
out.
plan for you're dead.
Thank you so much for being here. We love it. Thank you so much.
See the daily bread. Me not listen what they.
Thank you, one and all. This is it.
Listen me now. Yeah. People we quick me tell you say you cannot make it, but me I hear that from me band. Me no listen when the hypocrites attack us, with them say now that I go one. Man been through the roughest of times. Yes, I've been through the storm. Get me down. Only motivate man, bad mind. Thank you for the motivation. All the fight with them a fight that only make man stay strong. And me know say man a fighter from day one. Thing them tear me down. Only motivate man. Thank you for the motivation. All the fight with them a fight that only make man stay strong. And me know say man a fighter from day one. Yeah. Man a kicky like Daniel in the lion's den. When them putting up a fight against the lion them, with me back against the wall and against the iron them. Man feel but me try again. Hey, make up my mind because me ready figure make moves. None no time for you see them making excuse. Dirty heart I come approve, tell them come let's prove. See who I make the next news, them think them tear me down. Only motivate man, bad mind thank you for the motivation. Cause all the fight with them a fight that only make man stay strong. I mean know say man a fighter from day one. Think them tear me down.